I noticed that there's a lot of negativity on my channel, that I criticize this, I criticize that, but what do I like? And every now and then I suggest a movie, an anime, a video game, and every single time people that actually do follow my suggestions, they come back and they thank me. Because it's like, wow, that was really good, V. The answer is that, yeah, like there are interesting stuff out there. This one is called Hellbound. It's on Netflix. I already said in a previous video that if I hear something is from Netflix, I find it disgusting and vile. I don't even try to watch it, with the exception if it's not made in the West, or if it's made in Europe. Like for instance, The Platform. It's made in Spain. That's good. Train to Busan. I don't know if that's on Netflix, but that's Korean. That's good. Sweet Home, also Korean, also good. Squid Games, Korean and good. And now we have Hellbound, also Korean, also good. One of the things that I noticed about Korean cinematography is that while they don't have the same budget that Hollywood does, they have to rely on CGI. And relying on CGI is they're doing it in a way that actually works. And what I mean by this is that if Hollywood was to make something like this, they would constantly show you the monster. Like they would constantly zoom in on the monster, zoom in on his face, get that monster in, because like they paid a lot of money for it. The Koreans, they use CGI, and it's like the monster is like 10 or 20 seconds on the screen. Like it doesn't linger on it, right? Like it does the job. It shows you that there's something dangerous there, and it leaves it to the imagination of the viewer. Like it actually causes more dread. It's probably like how old Hollywood used to do things. Like if you guys remember the first Alien movie, like the alien was barely on the screen. It was usually in the shadows. It was usually hidden in the background, coming out from a vent with maybe like an arm or a tail or something. But like it wouldn't focus the camera on it. And I noticed that this is what the Koreans are doing a lot. And it's really working, right? Like you can still use CGI if you don't have money or you don't have time for practical effects, but they're not overdoing it. Anyway, right? The story is also interesting. It's so different than the stuff that Hollywood does because it's out of left field. It's something that you wouldn't even imagine. This is one of the copes that I heard from a lot of Westerners because we already did a lot of movies, we already told a lot of stories, so there's nothing new. And this is why we keep doing remasterings, remaking, reimaginings. It's like, no, you just lack creativity, right? And this one doesn't even follow the hero journey, right? Because you keep hearing Critical Drinker and others like, oh, you need to have the hero journey, the journey that the hero must take in order for it to be good. There needs to be a journey and there needs to be a hero. No, you don't need that. Not that it's a bad thing. Like you can have the hero journey, but this one doesn't, and it still works. This one is actually on a very interesting premise. Random people are visited by an angel. And the angel will tell them exactly when they die. So the angel will tell them, you will die in 7 days at 4:15 p.m. And then the angel disappears. And exactly 7 days at the exact same time, these creatures appear. And they will hunt down the person that was issued the angelic decree. And these creatures, they're unstoppable. They can phase through walls. They're kind of like the Hulk in strength. Like they just push cars, like it doesn't matter. And they seem to only target the person that's affected by the decree unless someone tries to help them. So usually like the person will try to run away. And if someone tries to get between the creatures and their prey, they get injured. Usually not injured in the sense of like the creatures are trying to kill that other person, but like they're just trying to get you out of the way, right? And so why is it interesting? Well, it's interesting because it doesn't really analyze how people can fight these demons, because apparently nothing works. Like they tried using assault rifles against them, they tried using everything, like they can't be stopped. What they try instead is to analyze how would society react to this type of event. And despite the fact that you don't really know why this is happening, you don't really understand like what these creatures are, the people are creating a religion around them. And they're assuming that the individuals that are receiving the angelic decree, they must be sinners. And so now you have like immediately a theocracy installing itself, because for the first time you actually get to see the supernatural. Like, this is not a fairy tale or anything. Like, people see it on cameras. People are aware that it exists. And they're creating like entire rituals around this. Like, if you receive an angelic decree, you go to the church, and they have like cameras and stuff, and so the faithful can watch you get executed. If they catch that you got an angelic decree and you didn't tell anyone, then they beat you senseless, and they still drag you in front of the cameras. And it's how the government tries to deal with this, like how they still try to maintain order in the chaos. Various factions and groups of people, like even in the church, there are schisms, like trying to re-understand the message. It's really cool. It's really well done. And it also follows different characters that are involved in different things. Like, one of them is a detective. Another of them is the head of the church. And then you have like a government lady. So far it got 2 seasons, but it's really great, so I do expect it's going to get a 3rd one. A little bit of a spoiler. The religion that's created from this event is not Christianity. It's called the New Faith, because you have the supernatural visible. Like, everyone knows it exists, everyone can see it. It's something outside of any other religion, and so they created this thing called the New Faith, and the church becomes a very powerful institution as a political force, not just spiritual. And so when a baby gets a decree, they're horrified, because their main doctrine is that this only happens to sinners. But this particular baby was 1 day old, so like nothing that it could have done could have been considered a sin. And so the entire season 1 is how the parents are trying to save the baby, and they're trying to find a way to fight against this unfair decree, while the church is trying to get rid of the baby and to hide it, because it can expose the fact that they're charlatans, that they're frauds. Because at the end of the day, all they were trying to do was to give their own opinion on why this is happening. And they didn't know any better than anyone else, but they wanted to cling to the politics, to the power that being the institution that everyone looks up to for guidance during a crisis. And so, yeah, it's a very interesting, especially the way that it finishes is really nice. Season 2 also more interesting. It builds up on the first. And so I fully recommend it if you have nothing else to watch, if you got nothing better to do. I do think that this particular TV show can make your week more interesting. In the meantime, do let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to check the pinned comment in the comment section, and I'll see you guys there. Take care.